Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the incomparable Rita Hayworth. This sultry siren of the silver screen has captivated audiences for generations with her striking beauty, captivating performances, and tumultuous personal life. From her idyllic childhood spent surrounded by music and dance to her early days as a struggling performer, Rita's early life was marked by a passion for the arts and an unwavering dedication to her craft. Born on October 17, 1918, in Brooklyn, New York, Rita Hayworth, born Margarita Carmen Canzino, was the oldest child of Eduardo and Volga Cancino. Her father, a Spanish dancer and choreographer, had immigrated to the United States from Spain, where he had performed with some of the most renowned dance companies of the time. Her mother, Volga, was an American of Irish and English descent, who had also been a performer in her younger years. The Cancino family's love of music and dance was evident from the start, as they would often host impromptu performances in their Brooklyn home, with Rita and her siblings taking center stage. As a young child, Rita moved to California with her family, where her father had secured work as a dance instructor and performer. The Cancinos settled in the Los Angeles neighborhood of Highland Park, where Rita spent most of her childhood. Their home, a small but vibrant Spanish-style bungalow, was filled with the sounds of music and laughter, as Eduardo would often rehearse his dance routines with Rita and her siblings. Volga, an expert seamstress, would create beautiful costumes for the children to wear during their performances, adding a touch of glamour to their impromptu shows. Rita's early life was also marked by a deep love of Spanish culture and tradition. Her father, Eduardo, would often regale her with stories of his homeland, teaching her about the rich history and customs of Spain. Rita grew up surrounded by the music, food, and traditions of Spain, which would later influence her performances as she brought a unique blend of Spanish flair and American charm to her roles. As Rita entered her teenage years, she began to perform in more prominent venues, including the Orpheum Theater in Los Angeles, where she would eventually be discovered by a talent scout. But it's the formative years we're exploring today that laid the foundation for her future success. Rita's parents, though sometimes struggling to make ends meet, instilled in her a strong work ethic and an unwavering dedication to her craft. Her mother, Volga, would often sew Rita's costumes by hand, while her father, Eduardo, would rehearse dance routines with her late into the night. The historical context of Rita's early years, the 1920s and 1930s in Los Angeles, also played a significant role in shaping her character and future path. The city was a hub of creative energy, with the film industry booming and the art scene thriving. Rita grew up surrounded by the glamour and excitement of Hollywood's golden age, attending performances at the Orpheum Theater and watching movies at the iconic Grauman's Chinese Theater. As we explore Rita's early life, it's clear that her family played a significant role in shaping her character and future path. Her parents' encouragement, guidance, and unwavering support helped foster her love of performance, while her siblings provided a built-in audience for her early performances. The Cancino family's love of music and dance created a nurturing environment that allowed Rita to grow and develop as an artist, setting the stage for her future success. From her idyllic childhood spent surrounded by music and dance to her early days as a struggling performer, Rita Hayworth's early life was marked by a passion for the arts and an unwavering dedication to her craft. Rita's big break came in 1935 when she was discovered by a talent scout while performing at the Orpheum Theater in Los Angeles. This led to her signing with Columbia Pictures and making her film debut in the 1935 movie, Dante's Inferno. However, it wasn't until the late 1930s that Rita began to gain traction as a leading lady, starring in films such as Under the Pampas Moon and Girls Can Play. The 1940s proved to be a pivotal decade for Rita, as she cemented her status as a Hollywood sex symbol. Her iconic film roles, including Gilda and CoverGirl, showcased her striking beauty, captivating performances, and undeniable charm. In Gilda, Rita's sultry rendition of Put the Blame on Mame became an instant classic, solidifying her position as one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. Rita's personal life was also making headlines during this time, with high-profile romances and marriages to notable figures such as Orson Welles and Eli Condonichat. Her tumultuous relationship with Welles, in particular, captivated the public's attention, with their on-again, off-again romance spanning several years. As Rita's star continued to rise, she became known for her generosity and kindness, often using her platform to support charitable causes. She was particularly devoted to the American Women's Voluntary Services, which provided aid to servicemen during World War II. Rita's dedication to the war effort earned her the respect and admiration of her peers, solidifying her position as a true Hollywood legend. The historical context of Rita's rise to fame is also noteworthy. The 1940s were a time of great change in America, with the country still reeling from the Great Depression and the onset of World War II. The film industry played a significant role in boosting morale during this period, with movies like Gilda and CoverGirl providing much-needed escapism for audiences. As we explore Rita's remarkable rise to fame, it's clear that her talent, beauty, and dedication to her craft were only part of the equation. Her ability to connect with audiences, both on and off screen, played a significant role in cementing her status as one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. The 1950s proved to be a tumultuous decade for Rita, marked by struggles with mental health and a series of high-profile marriages. Her marriage to Prince Ali Khan, a member of the Pakistani royal family, was particularly notable, as it sparked controversy and fascination among the public. Despite the challenges she faced, Rita continued to perform, starring in films such as Affair in Trinidad and Salome. Rita's personal struggles, however, began to take a toll on her career. She suffered from what would later be diagnosed as Alzheimer's disease, although at the time it was attributed to a range of other factors, including stress and exhaustion. Her symptoms worsened over the years, making it increasingly difficult for her to perform. Despite these challenges, Rita remained a beloved figure in Hollywood, with many of her colleagues and friends rallying around her in support. Her daughter, Yasmin Khan, would later become her primary caregiver, providing devoted care and attention as Rita's condition progressed. Rita's legacy extends far beyond her own films and performances. She paved the way for future generations of women in Hollywood, inspiring actresses such as Marilyn Monroe and Elizabeth Taylor. Her iconic style and beauty continue to influence fashion and design, with designers such as Versace and Chanel citing her as a muse. In the years following Rita's passing in 1987, her legacy has only continued to grow. The Rita Hayworth Gala, held annually in New York City, raises awareness and funds for Alzheimer's research, while her films remain beloved classics, continuing to entertain and inspire audiences around the world. As we reflect on Rita's life and career, it's clear that her impact on Hollywood and popular culture is immeasurable. From her iconic film roles to her enduring legacy as a style icon and trailblazer for women in entertainment, Rita Hayworth remains one of the most beloved and fascinating stars of Hollywood's golden age. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.